Holloway, the former UFC featherweight champion, is here as well. He looks to get his belt back on this Saturday in a rematch with Alex Volkanovski. Hey, Max. I love the name.
Bless Hera.
Hey, Max.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. It's kind of
hair icon.
I didn't know until they ran that fight special for us, so it's here to stay, I guess.
Yeah, it's great. All right, and finally, let's bring in our last fighter who's joining us. Last but certainly not least, she's the UFC former strawweight champion. She looks to get her hand raised on Saturday night in a rematch against Jessica Andrade. Is Rose Namajunas.
Hello.
Hi, Rose.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm a little sleepy, but I'm good.
Yeah. So for everyone who's watching at home, it's 8 p.m. here in Abu Dhabi, and there's just some really interesting scheduling going on. So how are you guys adjusting to all of that? Because that's obviously super important for how you're going to perform on Saturday.
So we fight I'm probably going to be fighting at 6 a.m. So, yeah, say like 6:45-ish. So everything here, like, for some reason, everybody is on a daytime schedule, but all the fighters are on the nighttime schedule, so everything's like weird. But yeah, so I would sleep. I would usually be sleeping till like 10 p.m. or 11, sometimes even midnight, and then I'll get up and kind of do a shakeout, and then go back to bed, and then wake up around 3, 4 in the morning and do my workout.
Wow. Yeah, this is obviously very different, but I have all the confidence in the world that you guys will do whatever you need to do to have the best health and performance out there. But we're here, like I said, on Fight Island. There's been a lot of talk about it. So there's been a lot of work that it took to get to this point. So let's take a look at the preparation that happened here on Yas Island. That's pretty crazy. Welcome back, Kamaru. I think at least
sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. This Wi-Fi is not our friend right now, so we apologize to everyone who's watching. But for me, when we got on the plane in Las Vegas, it was pretty apparent that there was a lot of effort that went into, being here on Fight Island and making sure it was safe for everyone. And then when we got to the hotel, it was just kind of a crazy scene. For you guys, what was it like to kind of witness this and see it all unfold and be a reality?
It was like, I felt like we landed on Mars when we first got here. Just the amount of people in suits was crazy to me. But safety first, right? Yeah,
I agree. I think that the precaution was probably above and beyond what was probably necessary. But at the end of the day, you can't really. There's not enough precautions that you can take with the with the scare and a pandemic like this, because you never know what's going to happen. And for us as fighters, I know.
It's something I want to do. You know, Michael Jordan vibes. Go play golf. Maybe ask Eugene if he want to play golf with me. You know, like how Michael played with one of the Boston guys, the coaches or the owners before his big game with them. So you know, we see. We finally got to get out the other day. We went to check out that cage on the beach. We jumped in the water. The water over here is super salty, like really salty. So it's I guess it fits me in my name of what stuff is calling me lately. Salty, you know, Salty Boys Unite. We're on Facebook. Make sure you guys hit that like on the page. So it's cool. I've been liking it. The times that it's open though is during like the times that we're not awake. I'm sure all of us got to be asleep when most of the stuff is open on the island. So it's pretty rough.
I heard there's nighttime go-karting. I don't know. I have to look at this, but that's what I heard. So we'll do some investigating. But in terms of the impact of this event, does it feel bigger? Does it feel like you're a part of history? You're doing something that nobody else can say, you know, I did this?
I'm super blessed to be able to be fighting right now. I don't know. I think we'll be able to look back at this and really know the full scale of everything. But yes, it is pretty crazy. It's kind of hard to really comprehend like the full magnitude of what's going on right now. So yeah, I'm just super blessed to be able to like get out the house and do something.
No, that's a good one. I think when you're in a certain situation, when you're living the moment, that's just that. We're living the moment. Like we trained and we came here to scrap, we came here to fight, and we don't really, you know, we're not dwelling on, oh man, this is big, this is monumental. You know, obviously in the back of our minds, we know how big this is. We know we can see how much effort has gone into getting these events up and running. So, you know, I think it's, you know, like when we said and done away from it and we're sitting back looking at the walls, showing our kids and our grandkids like, yeah, guess what? I did that. That was me.
Back in 2020. 2021 for sure.
Speaking of kids, I mean, Max, do you miss Mini Blast? Do you want him here considering all the things that are going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I miss him a lot. You know, I tried to pull Mike Perry on you guys and get him in my corner, but I think so age restrictions, you know, kind of stopped that. So it's cool. He's at home. He's going to be enjoying the fight from home, nice and safe, not around this. I think so. He would have been shocked seeing all the hazmat suits and the face masks and people delivering food at our door at weird times. So,
10 bags every like hour. The food here is just so weird. It's just so weird.
What's been the weirdest part of it for you?
Well, it's just been a lot of wasting of food because like they keep bringing it at like the different hours that we're not awake, and then so they just sit out and they keep ringing our doorbell. Like I don't know, it's just and they keep bringing stuff that we never ordered, or they'll bring like extra of what we didn't order, but never bring the stuff that we ordered. I think they just got a lot of confusion going on because they have us like filling. I think everybody's wearing all these masks and like stuff, so nobody can see like the paperwork or something.
Yeah,
and we're nobody's really like adjust our like schedules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
there's no food waste here, bro. This to my one of my corners, he's been getting like 3 meals a day. He's saying, he's like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm eating all the food. So
whatever.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, we figure it out.
You guys always do. You know, you had to train during a pandemic, and there were quarantines in place. I know none of you probably got the training that you would have liked to have leading into this, or that you even traditionally have. I'll put it that way. So how did you prepare for this, and how long did you have to prepare for these bouts to make sure that you were ready to get your hand raised?
Well, I've been preparing for a long time. I was prepared to step in April 18th to get that event popping, but you know, of course, on their end, they complained about money and this and that, so they didn't sign the contract. And then in May, I was prepared again to get it popping. That didn't go down. In June, I was slightly preparing to get it popping. Still didn't go down. So here we are in July. And hopefully, fingers crossed, on Saturday, we all gonna get it popping.
I've been preparing for a long time too. I've been preparing since the New Year's. Just kind of, well, I've been just training in general just to get my mind right, and then it wasn't until like then I accepted the fight for the springtime, and that had some tragedies happen, and the whole pandemic and everything. But I think my preparation's been actually like better than it's ever been. Just given with this whole pandemic, it's I've been able to really appreciate the gym that I got at home, but also it also made me appreciate being able to go to the gym every now and then, and the private gym that Trevor has, that's been super nice. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I feel like my preparation is like the best it's ever been.
That's really interesting. And then Max, I mean, you didn't even see your coaches until you guys were taking off to go to Las Vegas?
Yeah, when the pandemic hit, before the pandemic hit, I was kind of in and out the gym, just staying on it. And then when the pandemic hit, we had a lockdown, like a full lockdown. Hawaii was like locking down and stuff. So we was just doing what we can. All the classes got moved to online over Zoom and stuff. And most of the time, I was just talking to my coaches, figuring out, and we was doing stuff. And we got through it, and we're here. Real fighters, they fight. I know I'm ready. I've been fighting for quite a while now. I've been with the UFC for quite a while. I know all the in and outs. So, all this time it's fight time now.
Yeah, none of you guys have to learn how to fight. We know that you are all incredibly accomplished. We have some fan questions, and some of them are random, and I know you guys have been talking about your fights so much, so I'm going to throw you some random questions. Hopefully you can have some fun with it. If you were stranded on an island, what music would you take with you? And we're kind of stranded on an island. We have a quarantine zone here on Yaz Island.
I don't know about...
Go ahead, Rose.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, whatever they playing in the lobby, the house music is just on point right now.
That's my jam, too. That's my jam, too.
Yeah.
Well, it's good
I would
that
say,
you guys
like, elevator music. I would elevator music like that. I'm good with. I was going to say Frank Sinatra, but I think being stranded over a week, I might lose my mind and just get and just lose it.
Max, what about you?
Yeah, like what he's saying, some instrumental for sure. Something like, I don't know, I think I get sick of words, to be honest. So there's something to groove to.
Okay, fair enough. We have another fan question. What do you guys do before your fights to calm your nerves? If you even have nerves, because I know not everybody gets nervous.
Breathe.
Yeah, breathing. That's about it. That's about all you can do.
Yeah.
And then
breathe, visualize.
Yeah.
Yep. And visualize 100%. Breathe, visualize, and just understand all the work that you did that took you to get here. So it's time to go out there and show the world. Okay,
I love that. I get nervous watching fights, so I need to take some of that advice for myself, and I'm not even competing, so I'll put that in back.
Well, you have no control over the situation, so it's harder to
for you guys.
And for yourself.
Yeah. I can imagine. Okay, Max, for you, this is a good one. Will you be willing to headline another Toronto card? Love from Canada.
All day. Let's get over this pandemic. Hawaii, UFC probably gonna try and freeze my butt again. So I would love to go back to 10th Island. I love Toronto. I love that city. I love the arena. Like I would love to go back to Toronto in a heartbeat.
All right, Rose, do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a fighter?
Just train as much as possible, and like everything else will just fall into place. Just fall in love with training and make sure you love what you're doing, and really everything else will sort of just happen.
I think that's really good advice for just people in general. If you can love with what you do, everything else will kind of fall into place. But I think even if you want to be a fighter, or if not, that's something you can really take as life advice. So I love that, Rose.
Yeah, you gotta be passionate about what you're doing. That's number one.
Absolutely. Kamaru, I need to hear from you just kind of what this week or 10 days have been like from going from fighting Gilbert. Did you go home to Florida? Now you're fighting Jorge. You were on my flight yesterday, so obviously you got in later. I would love to just hear like how this progressed for you.
It's a lot of people would never really understand what it is to mentally prepare yourself and gear up for a fight. Because I'm gonna be honest, I love fighting. I'm in the streets just fighting everybody. No, this is what we do. It's our job. We go in, we turn it on, and we get off and we turn it off. Some of us are fathers, and some of us are wives and doing things, so you have to be able to turn that side off. And so it's people don't really understand what it is to gear up for a fight. So when you gear up for a fight and you mentally prepare for this opponent, and then they're like, all right, psych, no, you're not fighting that guy. And then you're like, all right. And then you start eating like crazy, because there's a psychological shift when you start eating. Because when you start eating, that food is going down. You're like, all right, I'm good. I'm okay. And then all of a sudden you get a call, put that beer down, put that taco down. All right, you got to fight now. It's like, wait, what? You have to work yourself back up for that fight again. But it's tough to do. But, that's kind of what champions are made of. And every one of us has been a champion. And we know what it takes to be a champion. So, it's just all part of the game.
Had you gone home to Florida? Had you flown from Vegas to Florida and then had to fly all the way back?
I was on my way. I had a stop in Dallas, which, if many people don't know, I am from Dallas originally. I was raised in Dallas. So my mom and dad and brothers are still there. So I'm stopping in Dallas on my layover back. And I'm sitting and I'm walking past the Mexican restaurant. And I'm like, you know what? I haven't had tacos in a long time. Let me try some tacos. So I go in, I get like 4 tacos. I get a quesadilla. I know I'm not going to eat any of it. Rice and beans, all the works. And then I'm like, you know what? I haven't had a beer in 8 months. Let me get a beer too. I got a Bud Light. And I'm sitting there. I'm twisting the cap off. I kid you not. I'm twisting the cap off. Phone's ringing. Bing! I answer the phone. It's my manager. He's like, we got to fight. I'm like, well, let's go ahead and screw this back on. We're not going to be drinking that. I left the food. Left the beer, just got up and went back. And I left the terminal because I had to, from Dallas, fly straight back to Vegas and get a new flight. So, yeah, it's been a roller coaster, but, I'm just happy that I'm a part of this. I'm a part of watching, because I'm a fan, too, of fighting. I'm a fan of all these mixed martial artists. I'm a fan of all these guys that fight. And so I'm excited to get to go out there and watch them do their thing and me go out there and do my thing.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you still on this card. As Kamaru was talking about food, I was just kind of looking at Max and Rose to see your reaction. So I guess I would just love to know, like, what's the food you want the most right now? I know sometimes you think about something so much, and then after your fight, you're kind of like, I don't even know why that sounded good. What are you thinking about right now?
All I've been wanting is a freaking smoothie this whole time, and they ain't got no smoothies here. So like, that's all I've been wanting. Like alternative, I've been Pat been making, and Kamaru knows. Pat's been making the most awesome juice, like throughout the whole training camp, and now. Got no juice or no smoothies. But yeah, all the stuff from the trifecta has been good. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sweets person. All you guys know. So I saw my trainer and coaches yesterday, I think, or the day before. I don't know. My day's all messed up. So I'm eating camel milk ice cream. So I want to try that for sure. I've been looking like that. That's super interesting. They say it's super
camel
good. So try it. Yeah. Camel milk ice cream.
I seen on the thing somewhere. Here they had camel races. Did y'all see that?
I did. I heard camel milk is super good for you too.
Who milked it though? What?
How do you milk it?
I don't know. No.
People milk anything nowadays. Like, damn.
Well, this took a turn I didn't think it was going to. Wow. Okay. So. After this, I guess we're gonna have to Google milking camels. Max, if you do have some, can you please put it on your Instagram and let us know how it tastes or something?
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. I appreciate it. You're helping us out. All right. We have another fan question. I guess this could be for after quarantine as well. But what activity are you looking forward to the most after your fight?
Post-fight party.
Gardening. Going back to my garden. I got some cucumbers growing. I got the beans growing, tomatoes, so many things. So I'm ready to see that. My Mike from home, he sent the pictures. He's taking to the garden. He's sending us all these pictures. So I'm ready to taste what we got growing. Oh yeah, we got broom corn. Very excited for that.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That is. That's cool.
Yeah.
You guys.
I wanna meet me in the gulag. Make sure you follow your boy at Twitch at Bless MMA. I just can't wait to be gaming again. I'm watching all my friends. They're all streamers and whatever. They're playing games. So I know next time that we're gonna have 2 48-hour back-to-back quarantines. I'm gonna bring a gaming laptop or something to play something to make sure I don't go insane. It's crazy.
I know. I heard you forgot to bring it, or you didn't think to bring it, and now it's been a tough time.
Yeah, and then we see guys like Gavin with the UFC with it, and he's like, he should have just let me borrow it for a couple of days. That guy is unreal.
Let's put him on blast, Gavin. I know that you're watching this. Lend Max your gaming system. Okay. Kamaru, what about you?
I don't know, man. Max, I just started gaming a little bit. I've had a PlayStation for years, but I never, I forgot I even had it. It was sitting there on the dresser, and I'm like, I started, because I would get all these requests like, hey, you should join these streaming things and stream, and you get paid to play video games. I'm like, not really my thing, but if y'all eating on that too, I need to eat some too. I need to go ahead and get on that and get a little something, a little coin from that. So I gotta learn how to play and start streaming. How does that Twitch thing work? It's like they're recording you play.
It's live. It's just like this right here. So you get a face cam, and then you hook up your game to like a computer, and then you stream it. So when you're playing, they can see your face and your gameplay at the same time. And like, people is crazy about it, bro. I've been doing, like, there's like, before the fight, I did 2 10K tournaments, try to win, and then 1 50K tournament. So it's like, there's money in it, bro. You just gotta go there and find it.
People like just watching other people game. What's the intrigue in that?
Yeah, that's so weird.
I don't know. There's some characters and stuff that, like, I guess they have characters, or the way they talk, or the way they play. Some guys is like just badass, and then they just talk shit too. So it's always funny when someone's talking shit. So it's cool.
It's kind of amazing. I mean, I don't know anything about video games, so I'll leave it to you too. But make that money. Before I let you go, because I know you guys have like busy schedules. Everybody needs sleep. There's so much going on. I would just love if you guys could talk to me a little bit, and the fans who are watching, about your fights and why you believe you'll be victorious. And Rose, I'll start with you because we'll see you first in the octagon out of you three. Why do you believe you'll be victorious, and what can we look forward to in your performance?
I've made so many discoveries and so much. I've made so much growth over this past year, and just my preparation for this training camp. I've really realized all the mistakes that I've made, and I've adjusted for those things. And I'm like genuinely, not just like falsely confident, but like genuinely confident in my abilities and what I bring to the table, and just like my learning experience. Like, I think going into the fight before, I was confident because of like what I did rather than what I prepared to do. And this time I'm confident in both what I am, but also what I've prepared to do.
Wow, we can't wait for this. I mean, when I looked at this card, when I saw the rematch with you and Jessica on it, I mean, it was obviously instantly one of the fights that stood out to me. Is I cannot wait for this one. So we're really looking forward to that rematch. And speaking of rematches, Max, you as well. You've got this rematch with Alex. I know you're anxious to get that belt back around your waist. What goes differently this time?
I just can't wait to go out there and just have fun. Have fun, you know. With the pandemic and stuff, I didn't know when I was going to be able to fight. 6 months later from my last fight, we're here. We're on Fight Island. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I can't wait to go out there and do my thing, you know. This guy been, I don't know what he's saying, but he's saying a lot of stuff. So, you know, they're just... the fun thing at the end of this week, I get to punch someone in the face and not feel bad for it for a couple minutes and not get into trouble for it. So I'm looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to watching that. And finally, Kamaru, I mean, it's been a whirlwind for you, but you are still the main event. You are still defending your belt. Why do you believe that you get back on that plane and the belt is still in your hands?
It's no secret what I'm going to do. I mean, at the end of the day, fighting is a mental battle. It's a strategic battle. Once you're in there, you're just figuring things out. You're putting the tools and solving the equations as it's happening. So that's all it is. At the end of the day, there's no secret what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch you. I'm going to take you down. I might let you up. I might not let you up. I'm going to beat on you. And you're either going to quit or slow down or you're going to give up. You know, it's just a matter of me applying, you know, the different techniques whenever I want to, and just using my fight IQ. That's a big thing that I think all three of us do very well up here, is being able to utilize our fight IQ. And once we do that, I mean, you know, we go out there and we get the job done every single time. And that's why we've all been champions.
Yeah, sky's the limit for all of your successes. You guys are just absolutely amazing. I appreciate your time so much. I know the fans who are watching appreciate your time. I know things have been crazy, but you are just such professionals to get on here and have some fun with us. We appreciate it. Best of luck to you. I'll see you when I get out of this room quarantine, and hopefully we can chat later this week.
Thank you guys very
much. Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you,
I'm so sorry about the internet disconnections once in a while, but we're doing our best. We appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully we can do one of these again soon. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Good.